Okay, guys, so I'm trying to sew what is called a NICU, trying to think what the word for it is. A NICU graduation gown. And it's going to be a bit difficult. It's a hard one to make. I made one earlier and yeah, it didn't quite go as planned. So let's see. This is the top part. This is the neckline down part of the way. The sewing pattern was available online. If anybody wants it, just let me know and I can get it to you. So what we are doing is we are just gonna sew the two pieces that we were told we had to cut out of the top part of the graduation gown. And it is even better because I've just run out of thread. So that's just fabulous. So please make sure you check to see that you have thread in your sewing machine and that you haven't run out and need to rethread a bobbin.
He was kind enough to let me use. So the WhatsApp, it's on his phone.
So let me.
But he doesn't use WhatsApp.
Here we go. So we're making sure, which we should have done to begin with, that the bobbin is fully wound. Because you don't want to start a sewing project and it not be fully wound and end up doing a video for YouTube where you're having to stop within 2 minutes to get a bobbin situated.
Inns or motels.
Hey, but that's life, right?
I'm a massage therapist who helps a lot of clientele who work at jobs that.
So here we go.
I can't control those locations.
Well, had you ever mentioned that you're a massage therapist? Because we just thought you were an artist.
No, I mean, it's not my main source of income. No.
But I think he's paid for one of the motels or inns that you were staying in. But I think he thought it was for a different reason.
Oopsie.
A few of them, and it wasn't like, I know that you were going through stuff with your mom, but I don't hold it against you if it, regardless of what it was for.
All right, so now we have the sewing machine rethreaded. So let's get back to where we are. We're sewing around the top bit. This is the neckline. This is the neckline here. So we are sewing up the side, around here, and down this bit.
Even if I had the opportunity to still see you physically, I don't have. No, absolutely.
All right. So we're going to fold this back in the right way.
I can't be that phenomenal lady with everything a phenomenal lady has.
Well, what is a phenomenal lady?
A lady who has, and I've been raised around ladies who have work, who have money, who have nothing but physical and emotional.
There we go. So it's going to look like this. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to sew around that as well, just to flatten it down and to give it a more tidy, cohesive look. You've seen me do this with diapers and other items that we've done, like the cocoons. So there we go. So that's nice and flat along the top. So now we got to work out the back part of it and how to get that attached. So this is the back part here. Don't know if you guys can see. There we go. This is the back part. We've got to attach it to this. So this is where I have to play around a little bit because we've got to do a gather is what we've got to do. So I'm going to do one bit there.
Okay, I understand.
What you said, like how you feel, like was that real? Like,
it is. I get nothing but the time to be real. I don't have time to lie. I can't afford to lie.
All right, so we have done that. So this is the back part, like this. me move this out of the way a second. We got 2 pleats, one here and one here. I would normally try to face them the right way. I have not worked out how to do that yet. As I say, I have some sewing skills, but I'm not really crazily good just yet. I'm trying. We'll give it that. I'm really trying. So this is the front part that matches here. So what we're going to try and do is, because I failed to, I got to work out. Okay, that's that bit. All right, so I had to work out, this is for the front bit. So we're going to do the same thing we did with the back bit, and that is sew it. And hopefully, I'm going to have to go back because it didn't catch on one part. There we go. All right. We're going to fold this back in the right way. This is where we seriously hope we've got everything, you know, accurate. Okay, here we go again. And the reason I'm doing this with you as a trainee part of it, because this is only the second one I've ever made, is so that you can see if I make mistakes. We can work out what the mistakes are, how we get those mistakes, you know, sorted out. Because oh my gosh, I need to get the sewing machine sorted out working first. Because sometimes that's the best way to get things done, is to just, you know, work through a mistake, work through it as it happens, and go that way. All right, so let's fold this in the right way. Alrighty. This is where I have to work out. I do believe. Bear with me, guys. I think that looks right. I'm not sure. Hold on. Oh, I'm really not sure. All right, I gotta have a look. I gotta figure it out. Let's get, as I say, this is where, you know, you're trying to make sure everything is right. I do believe it's like that. I do believe it's like. Right, let's just sew around the edge of this first. And that, why does this keep on doing this is beyond me. We're having trouble with this thread that we get from Joann's. It wants to tighten itself up around the spool rod, and I don't know why. So it does that and then it snaps. So I ended up having to, you know, stop and start again. So let's, if I can, oh, I can't even see it. There we go. All right, let's try this bit again. Because this is where and this is where we're having problems again. There we go. So we're going to cut off all of the thread and get that back up there. We're going to go around the edge of this one as well. All right, so we've done that bit. So now we're going to attach this bit to it. This is where, yet again, I have to look and think about how this is all done. And I believe it's like that. So let's give it a shot, shall we? If it's not like that, we'll be unpicking. So let's pop that there like that. We're going to do one like that. We're going to do another like that. And this is the thing. A lot of times when mistakes are made, you do spend time unpicking. But I do believe I have got it, you know, correct this time. So that is one piece for the front. So we're going to do the same. I'm just double checking how it goes. Alrighty. And like that. And then we have got it folded over again. So fingers crossed. As I say, if it doesn't come out right, then we just unpick. And I do believe I've got it right because this is the sleeve section. So we have these two pieces. This is where it gets complicated because now I have to add the sleeves, which are these. I'm trying to remember how they were done earlier. This is, as I say, this is the bit where, you know, you have to seriously think. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna sew these pieces up here and hope for the best. Like that. We're gonna do the same with this piece here. And pop this on here. And hopefully gonna get that right too. We're going to flip it back over and take a look and see if we got it right. And I do believe we have so far, which is a good thing. There we go. It looks like a little dress at the moment, but it will be a NICU graduation gown. So we're going to throw this back the wrong way. And now we're going to look and see where we got to fit these arms. Because that's the part that had me confused earlier. Because I didn't know whether these arms should have been I don't know if these arms should have been so it fits all the way in here like this. I don't know if you guys can see. If it fit all the way in here like that, or whether it should be like that. And the sewing pattern really didn't, you know, give me much details in regards to that. So I'm taking a look. See, and that's the thing, that fits quite nicely there. So let's just, all right. We're going to try something different to compare to how I did it earlier. And let's see if that works. If it doesn't, as I say, we unpick. All right, that's one. Let's do the other side and see if this works. Oh, you know what? I might have actually got it right. I don't know. Can't really tell. But you know what? I'm not going to even fret it right now. So we're going to get this piece on here too. So we've kind of got it. We're nearly there. So what we are going to do is we're going to turn over this little scalloped edge part of the sleeve. We're going to go all the way around. Like this. Fingers crossed that comes out good. We're going to do the same, and that's what basically what we're doing is we're taking this curved piece and we're just folding it over and praying. Even my husband's phone's praying. Heard it made a little chime after it. Like, yeah, I got you. I'm doing it too. Alrighty. So there we have that. So we folded over, and now we are gonna try and work out how the rest of this is gonna go. So we think we're kind of so similar to how we do the burial gowns. So we're gonna grab this like this. And I may make some actual adjustments to the sewing pattern, you know, over time. The same way I did to the burial gown sewing patterns. You know, I changed those a little bit to make them more cohesive for me to work with. To make it easier, but to still achieve the same aesthetic, you know, at the end when it was done. So we're already going to be working on that because I can see definitely some ideas in regards to how those changes would come about and how it would make it easier to sew. Second time round is a lot easier. First time round, I wasted a lot of fabric. And I mean a lot of fabric. Alrighty, so we're going to pop that down like this again. We'll go over that way. Bring it down. And then what we've got to do is the same thing you see me do with the seaming on the other ones, like the burial gowns. We've got to do this around here so that it all ends up looking cohesive and spectacular, to be honest with you. So we're going to start here. Bring that over like that. turn ready to whip around. And we are done. So let's see how this turned out. We are gonna, obviously, let's cut off all of this loose thread. I'm gonna get all of this cut off. There's a lot of it as well, just purely because of the sewing thing. And I have seen a little hole, so we are gonna go back in. There we are. This is the beauty of being able to do this. And this is what I was saying, you know, when we go through doing stuff like this, I want you guys to see where I make mistakes. See what I do to rectify those mistakes. Because that's the way we all learn, you know. It's not just a case of, oh, she can make it so perfectly. No, I can't. You know, I've made mistakes. You watch me make mistakes. You know, you've seen me screw up big time. But hey, let's work through it together. Are we all making the same mistakes in the same area? If yes, is there a way that we can change those things to make it better? So we're going to pull these sleeves in this time. Oh my gosh. And these sleeves are absolutely gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. Alrighty. So we have, let me get that off. That's like that. I just need to get some bit for it. But this, I'm actually in love with this one. This is a NICU graduation gown. So the baby that would go in this would probably be about 4 or 5 pounds. We did it in these colors purely for the fact that it's pinks, it's blues, it's yellows. And it makes it a lot easier for us. When we get wedding dresses next, we're going to do it out of wedding dresses. We're going to make a whole bunch of them. But I wanted to see if I could make it. I am very proud of the fact that I did. So the next thing I'm going to work on is how to make a graduation hat. So come back for the next video on that one.